EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the fastest rising cities in the U.S., the capital city of Austin, Texas. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Riverhogs of Salt Lake City taking on the Thunderbirds of Austin. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys came up short their last time out, trying to get back in the win column here. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And we are underway from the Texas Capitol. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
A gain of 2.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Ready, break.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 67 yards. Now it's DeVito.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The Thunderbirds offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And you can see he's closing in on a rushing title, the league leader coming into the penultimate week of the season. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 81.
You look at this defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
Taken down at the 19.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
2nd and 2.
Let's go.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
5-yard gain.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
13-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
The pass.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And his kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
And the mantra of this unit, get to the football, fly to the ball carrier. And you know how you can tell that they do it really well? At the end of each play, when you click off the frame, count the number of guys that are around the ball carrier. It's always 7, 8, 9 guys. They get to him each and every play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards.
First and 10 at the 27.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
31-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
That's out to the left and complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And this one is right through. And that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And the Salt Lake City.
Here we go. Here we go. Set. Go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Let's go now. Set.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Second down and a yard. Salt Lake City with the football here to begin quarter 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. First down. Salt Lake City.
DeVito going to look to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Setting up the screen for Sampson. On the move past the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
Ready?
Throwing now, DeVito. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
He's out of bounds at the 10.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
2nd and 6.
To throw, it's DeVito. Now he'll take this and run. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
On the double.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Down. 45. Set.
Sampson, touchdown. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Joey Sly on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Riverhawks 7.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Austin's offense ready to go again. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now he's going to step up and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he and his offense was staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on the keeper the moment it revealed itself.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
You know, Austin got this back at that quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He was back home.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up right to Mark Clark. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
When they got hurt at the wrong time, it happens like that.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
It's a gain of 18.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Salt Lake City.
Ready?
To throw is DeVito. Now he'll tuck this and run. Open man, that's Tillman. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone.
More yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
On first down, Sampson. And power running here down the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
Ready? Right.
At the 6-yard line.
Come on, set.
To the air is DeVito. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Ready? Cut.
Here's DeVito. Touchdown! Dylan Sampson with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Riverhogs are able to widen their advantage. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
14.
A drive that time of 6 plays. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. He's caught inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now they'll change things up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 86.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Giddens is in for a touchdown. So that's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is up and good. It brings him within a point now. It's 14-13. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Come on, set.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go, ready.
2nd and 5. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So a tight one so far, 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen in our halftime report. Scott.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The River Hogs offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Taken down at the 41. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 41, here's second down at 7.
Down. 50, green. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
On the slant, he finds Washington. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now it's Jennings. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A gain of 3. Brings up
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Quick throw complete. And they showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run now with Jennings. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line. And the try for 2, unsuccessful.
14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
He's got space past the 25. And finally down at the 41-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Salt Lake City first down. A gain of 21 yards. And a Salt Lake City first down.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. This one downfield for Tillman. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's DeVito. This is caught. Touchdown. Jamari Thrash. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Riverhogs have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
Here we go.
Offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal.
Thunderbirds 19. Joey Sly is set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Boston's offense ready to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Washington with a catch, middle of the field.
Complete to number 85. Brings up 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Results.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job at bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Austin's offense ready to go again. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Looking to put a drive together.
Got an open man, it's Washington. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Austin. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Here we go. Hawk set.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And shooting him off now open field. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 74 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Jennings. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds have taken a 4th quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Now the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off
Both
by
of
a
them
touchdown run of 6
needed
yards.
because St. Louis got their victory. They 10-6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they
Salt
run
Lake
up
City
and send
need
this one
this
away.
because Albuquerque got their victory, so they left in 5.
And he returns this to the 22. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Looking to put a drive together. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. DeVito going to look to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. Darrell Taylor has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
They'll look to throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he fields it cleanly. Found good room to run there. Returns it 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Austin's offense ready to go again. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
The 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
19, we gotta switch it up.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there. Tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Score is close.
And this will be taken at the 13.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ready.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morgan. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Here we go. Here we go. Cut.
They'll run on first down. Sampson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to have the first down, more than that. Touchdown! A great play there. 38 yards. And the Riverhogs have retaken the lead. But not only, Charles, did he beat double coverage to make the catch, and then as soon as he did, locked his gaze upfield and made sure to reach the end zone.
Go grab your dictionary, partner. Look up determination, and his picture is going to pop right up. How about him getting through multiple defenders, finding his way through coverage, and making sure he got to the end zone? That's a big-time play right there.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive.
Joey Sly is set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
I got 2 more great ones lined up to finish out week 17.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Austin's offense ready to go again. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Let's go, Wolverine. Got me.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going up top. He's got a man complete. And a huge play that time. 43 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Edge of my seat.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Hands it off out of the gun. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
That's what y'all call it.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now 1st and goal.
Here we go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. DJ Giddens with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Thunderbirds answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 4, a minute 53 remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
Let's go. Ready.
He's back to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Morgan. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else. Back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Come on, set. Ready.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
First down, Salt Lake City.
They'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Sampson. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Down. Block. Set.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Ready up.
Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Check, huh?
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Riverhogs have yet again retaken the lead.
It's going to be a game of men.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
I never nobody in this league
is up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it.
After this season, long season, all that growth, that's what happens. I love it. Here we go.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27.
So now the story changes. Trailing by a field goal. At time, a huge factor. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
Straight game without O'Connor, too. And 4th.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Here's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 32-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw.
No.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark.
49-yard line.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
What a game.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter.
The leader Russell. It'd be cool when the DJ Green.
50 Green.
Yeah, I can tell these playoffs can be lit.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Still got 2 goals. Ron told me we'll see Houston lose. They just need to win out.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Salt Lake City, they get an important win here to move to 11-5 on the year. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL